guys, it's Miss Stephanie, and I am going to read to you today Ivan, the Remarkable True Story of the Shopping Mall Gorilla. Maybe it's just because that I want to go to a shopping mall. It would be nice. After this is over with, I plan to make a whole couple of days at the shopping mall, and maybe I'll even see Ivan there. Also, if you guys have been doing my Zoom lessons on Tuesdays, we had requests last week for this book, and I didn't get to read it because yesterday I was at school when we did Zoom. So here we are at home and with Ivan. So here he is. Ivan, the Remarkable True Story of the Shopping Mall Gorilla. This is a Newbery medalist that wrote this, Katherine Applegate, and it is illustrated by G. Brian Karras. Here's Ivan. The cover page says, Ivan, the Remarkable True Story of the Shopping Mall Gorilla. In leafy calm and gentle arms, a gorilla's life began. The baby was born in a tropical forest in Central Africa. He was part of a large family of western lowland gorillas. The troop included babies, juveniles, females, and a male leader, the silverback. Remember, in 3rd grade, we talk about the continent of Africa. And juvenile means children. We have females and males there. The more the baby gorilla grew, the more he played. The more he played, the more he learned. He rode on his mother's back. He listened to the hoots and grunts and chest beats of his father. He watched the older gorillas, clever and quick, as they wrestled and chased and swung from the vines. He did not learn about humans until it was too late. Poachers with loud guns and cruel hands stole the little gorilla and another baby. A poacher is someone that came and got them and with no warning. After thousands of miles and endless days in a black, damp crate, at last came light and fresh air. Got dark. How scared he must have been. The jungle, green with life, was gone. The gorillas had traveled halfway around the world to Tacoma, Washington. So remember where he came from, and now he's in United States, in Washington State, not D.C. A man who owned a shopping mall had ordered and paid for them, like a couple of pizzas, like a pair of shoes. So he's paid for these gorillas. People cooed and laughed and helped the babies. They dressed them in human clothes and fed them human food. The shopping mall owner ran a Name the Babies contest. The winning names were Burma and Ivan. One dark day, soon after the babies arrived in their strange new world, Burma died. Without her, Ivan was all alone, with too much left to learn. Poor Ivan. His friend passed away, and he's all alone. little, Ivan was cute and cuddly. For 3 years, he lived in a home like a human child. He slept in a bed and he went to baseball games. He held babies and rode on a motorcycle. He had to learn many things. Gorillas in the wild don't ever need to know. One thing Ivan didn't need to learn was how to eat. The more he ate, the more he grew. The more he grew, the less he could live a human life in a human house. A cage in the mall became Ivan's new home. There wasn't much to do. Sometimes Ivan watched TV. Sometimes he played with an old tire. Sometimes he finger painted, signing the papers with his thumbprint. Mostly he watched the humans watching him. Poor Ivan. Ivan was about 13 when his coat began to shimmer. Shimmer means shine, shining up, with silvery white hairs. He had grown into a silverback gorilla. In the jungle, he would have been ready to protect his family, but he had no family to protect. Year after year passed. People began to grow angry about Ivan's lonely life. Children and adults wrote letters and signed petitions to held protest. Ivan lived in his cage without the company of other gorillas for 27 years before he was sent on another journey. This time, the hands were gentle. Zoo Atlanta wasn't a jungle, it was a place with walls. Still, the breeze carried jungle sounds and scents. Scientists who understood the needs of gorillas helped Ivan adjust slowly, carefully, gently to his new life. Boys and girls, you should remember, third graders, you should remember what capital Atlanta is the state of. What state Atlanta is the capital of. I said that completely backwards. Finally, it was time. Was Ivan ready? Cameras clicked. Reporters watched. Wonder where he's going. When Ivan stepped into the cool green grass, the sunlight gleaming on his silver hair, people cheered and laughed and wept with joy. Ivan, the shopping mall gorilla, was in a place with trees and grass and other gorillas at last. He wasn't in the shopping mall on a show anymore. He was in where he needed to be. In leafy, calm, and gentle arms, a gorilla's life began. Boys and girls, what's the difference about this text feature? This text feature is not an illustration. This is what we would take with a camera. It's a photograph. It's a picture, okay? So remember, this is an illustration. This is a photograph. Okay, so he started his life, and then here is actually some facts about Ivan, okay? And on the very back of the book, this talks about that Ivan was a real gorilla. This really happened. And if you were in the classroom setting right now, I actually have this book in a chapter book, and so we probably would have read the chapter book instead of this book. It's pretty interesting. So when you're in 4th grade, if you want to come back and ask to borrow my chapter book, you sure can, if that interests you. I would read all this, but this would take a little bit. So I want you to think about what genre this book would be. And if you want to private message me and ask me about this book, you can. Okay? So I'll show you some real photographs there. Okay? Okay. All right. So that's your story for the week. And I want you to stay well, take care of your families. You guys can be a big help to your families. Take care of them. Maybe make dessert, or maybe make a dinner one night. I'm sure Mom and Dad would like that. Yesterday on Zoom, we had one little girl that had just made her lunch, and she was eating it. And when she sees this video, she's going to know what I'm talking about. But she was eating her lunch that she made. So I want you to do some fun stuff like that, okay? Take this opportunity to learn things around the house, okay? Because before too long, the shopping malls are going to be open. Ivan's probably not going to be there, but the shopping malls will be open. But you know what? Miss Stephanie's probably going to be there, because you know how I love to go shopping. So, I love you guys. I want you guys to take care. And I will talk to you. Be sure, Washburn 3rd graders, be sure to be looking on our private group for your assignments. I love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.